We are also from coal mining families. We thought that this video could be helpful to our fellow coal mining family members who have heard their miners speak about these gases and had no clue as to what they were talking about. There are 5 toxic gas combinations to humans and animals that can occur in coal mining. The fire boss position was created to detect these gases before they became dangerous in coal mining. The 5 combinations are called Blackdamp, Whitedamp, Firedamp, Stinkdamp, and Afterdamp. While everyone associates the word damp with water, in fact the word can also mean vapor or gas. That is why each of these combination of gases has damp after their names. The majority of these are colorless, odorless, and tasteless. There is an exception to this, and it will be noted later on. Ever heard the phrase, a canary in the mine shaft? Historically, mice or canaries were used in the mines to better detect the presence of these dangerous gases. More modern gas detectors are now available, which can warn the miners that there are gases present, even at a very low level. Mice and canaries are no longer used as gas detectors in modern mines. However, a lot of men in history owe their very lives to these small animals. Black damp. Black damp happens in coal mines and other places such as sewers, water wells, and shipholds. Basically, when a coal seam or other source of coal is exposed to the air in a poorly ventilated mine shaft or poorly ventilated storage area, it begins to absorb what oxygen is left in the air, leaving the carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and water vapor behind. One of the causes of black damp can be when coal is exposed to air for the first time, it begins to absorb the oxygen in the air and replacing it with carbon dioxide. The temperature in a mine determines how fast the air exchange can happen. This is often called coal gas and typically happens faster in the summer months than in the colder months of the year. Other factors for this exchange can be how much coal is exposed at one time and the type of coal being mined. Because the exchange of gases can be very slow, there is no smell associated with black damp, which makes the gas very dangerous. It is typically not combustible, but the victims will slowly suffocate if not aware of their symptoms. The canary bird was typically used in mining to detect the oxygen levels were low so that the miners could escape. These dangers have been greatly reduced with the improvements in shaft ventilation systems and modern detection methods and equipment. White damp. It is not unusual for coal to start to burn slowly when exposed to air. White damp is when coal combusts and the noxious gas, usually just carbon monoxide, forms from the combustion and sometimes a combination of carbon monoxide and hydrogen sulfide, stinkdamp, is formed. Carbon monoxide is odorless, tasteless, and colorless. The gas usually forms in an enclosed environment of the coal mines when the coal slowly burns. The main cause of death when exposed to white damp is carbon monoxide poisoning. There are now modern carbon monoxide detectors used in the mines to detect when the levels of this dangerous gas are in low levels. And modern ventilation systems of mining help to keep the air free of this gas. Firedamp. Firedamp is also found in coal mines and is composed of several flammable gases. Methane is the most common. It is mostly found in bituminous coal seams. Most often these coal seams are filled with pockets of methane gases, which can trigger explosions. If a pocket of firedamp was highly pressurized, it would be called a bag of foulness historically. Firedamp is usually the #1 cause of mine disasters, due to the fact that a simple spark from a pickaxe hitting a chunk of coal that has pyrite in it, an old headlamp, electrical sparks from a short in the wires, or other sources can cause a catastrophe. Stinkdamp. Simply put, stinkdamp is hydrogen sulfide. This gas is often produced from the breakdown of organic matter when there is an absence of oxygen. It is often found in swamps and sewers. This gas is also found in volcanic gases during an eruption, in well-drawn water, and natural gas deposits. This highly flammable and toxic gas is heavier than air and can accumulate in coal mines on the lower levels. Although at first these pockets smell like rotten eggs, the smell can quickly disappear as it deadens the sense of smell, and this makes the pockets very dangerous. This gas is colorless, so it is invisible to the naked eye. Hydrogen sulfide is a toxic gas that inhibits the cellular respiration in the same manner that hydrogen cyanide can. Even though the human body does naturally produce this compound to help with the normal function of cells, too much of it can cause cellular failure, causing breathing problems and seizures leading to death. Due to modern technology, ventilation of the mines, and great modern detecting equipment, we can now detect this dangerous gas and help save lives. Afterdamp. Afterdamp is a toxic mixture of gases that form after a mine explosion from firedamp. When mixed with coal dust, this can make a second explosion more likely. It is composed of mainly carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen, hydrogen sulfide, and methane. The carbon monoxide component of Afterdamp is what makes it so deadly. Carbon monoxide will combine with the hemoglobin in the blood, and thus depriving victims of oxygen. This is why when mine rescues happen, a second ventilation shaft is often made to clear the area of these dangerous gases. We hope that this video has been helpful for everyone who did not know what these gases were and how dangerous that they could be. Thankfully, there is now modern equipment that helps to keep the coal mine air clean and early detection systems that save lives. We at Kentucky Tennessee Living would like to thank you for watching our video series on the 5 deadliest gases in coal mining. Don't forget to hit that like button, as the more likes we receive, the more likely YouTube is to suggest our videos to other viewers. Also, to receive notice when we upload a new video, be sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications. We thank you for continuing to support Kentucky Tennessee Living as we are discovering the mysteries in Appalachian history.